Well, what's happening, everyone? And welcome back to the channel. My name's Venj, otherwise known as the Venjinator. In today's video, I'm going to be attempting to beat Resident Evil Remake using pistols only on real survival mode with no self-defense items, and I'm also going for the best ending as well. Hot dog, hot diggity dog. This is going to be intense. So strap up your slaz and your hospital webs, and let us explain the rules of the challenge. So, obviously the only weapons I'm allowed to use are the pistols, and there are 3 pistols in the game. Your bog standard pistol, the magnum, or as I like to call it, the revolver, and finally the lethal peanut shooter, aka the self-defense gun. It's a bit far-fetched throwing the peanut shooter in there, but it's in the game, so there we are. I'm also not allowed to use any self-defense items. This is strictly pistols only, bro. Also, not that I ever do this anyway, but no burning the corpses. Other than that, that's the rules. I'm allowed to save and heal as much as I want.
What on earth?
Oh, come on, Jim. Cut us some slack.
And remember, no slacking.
Anyway, let's crack on with the challenge. I went Jill for this one because I wanted to mix it up a bit from the last video, and I also haven't played Jill's story in donkeys like. The funny thing is, you'll notice in the full run of the challenge I have a Chris hard mode clear save. That's because I actually done it initially with him and his Fritz the Cat outfit. But there you go. Anyway, we set off from the Willy Wonka factory and headed out to find Bravo team. When we arrived at our destination, we had to leg it straight away from these crazy ass dogs. Yo bro, I've got a dentist stick, relax. They weren't having none of it. Quick lads, run before they get the spliff. After that intense shit, we arrived at the Spencer mansion. We heard gunshots, so me and my man Baz went to go and scope it out. We found a puddle of blood on the floor, and Baz was on some Crystal Maze level shit.
See if you can find any other clues. I'll be examining this.
That's some good thinking, that lad. You might be able to sniff whose blood it is. Whilst Bazo was looking into the crystal ball, I went to find out where the gunshot came from. Oh my fucking god! It's a crack addict, bro. Fucking blast him.
What the hell is this thing?
After that fiasco, it was time to report back to Wesker.
Wesker!
What is it?
With horror games, man, and simple logic. Why couldn't have Wesker just waited? Twat. Anyway, me and Baz split up and I headed on my way. I got the first puzzle item, did the simple puzzle, got our first key and carried on. What's boss with Jill is that because she gets the lockpick, she doesn't need to go either way to get the old keys like Chris does. The only thing we need to pick up as Jill is the lighter, but either way, a much better trade-off to be honest. I got the plan solution, dodged the jazz cat, and got the dog whistle. Come here, guys. After getting me 10,000 steps for the day, I ended up outside. I blew the dog whistle.
That was stupid.
But had to call Mr. Jones's dog service to help. Because dogs in this game are such a pain in the arse, it's unbelievable. They take like no hits done and are just on a mission to
Grab my ass!
After getting the collar, I used the key imitation in it to get the armour key. Some tomato looking cunt tried to grab me, but my hourglass figure just slipped right past them.
Sorry about that.
I then used a plant solution to kill octopus tentacles and got the first mask. I'm digressing a bit here, but I just wanted to mention dead quick how real survival modes can actually make the game easier in some ways. Like, for example, the door that's usually fucked. There's nothing wrong with it in real survival. Also, certain enemy placements can actually benefit the player. The first save room area, for example, where the slaphead zombie is, he isn't in your way in the hallway. Obviously, these are not when you think that the item boxes aren't connected, but for someone like me who knows the strats, it doesn't really bother me to be honest. What would usually be a negative is actually a positive for this challenge, because in real survival, you're given a shit ton of handgun ammo rather than shotty shells. And I'll tell you what as well, when it comes to it, Jill's pistol hits like Christmas, mate.
Cap your ass! And your ass! You want some too? No, that's a lot of damage!
Anyway, back to the run. I went to the next armour key room where I found Richard Branson who'd been bit by a poisonous snake. So I sprinted to get him some.
Damn.
After giving him the
Damn.
life spark back into him.
Get a grocery bag. You bite the fry bites back, my man.
Anyway, I grabbed the sheet music where Brian was waiting for Nariva and Andy was trying to show me his gold watch. Fuck off, bro. I ran to the room with the other piece of sheet music in, and it pleases me to say Jill has got the skills to pay the bills. After escaping the BDSM tunnel, I did the simple clock puzzle and got the next key.
I want to check the weather now. What on earth? Ah! Just look at that mess. What cowboys did that? What on earth?
Are you taking the piss, Richard? Get your ass up and get an hand.
You bite the fry bites back, my man.
Whatever, mate. After using the key, I encountered the snake. Shit. If only Richard was...
Damn. I wish you could smell what I'm smelling. You bite the fry bites back, my man.
After grabbing the mask, I got the fuck out of there.
Damn.
I got poisoned, so had to go and get some damn myself. Anyway, we have the second mask. The last two are proper straightforward, to be honest. We do the knight's puzzle to get the third mask, and finally the last one is in the graveyard. Before getting it though, I found this little crack then with some bees as display items. I arranged them correctly, and this happened.
You picked the wrong house! Hey!
I proceeded to the dungeon to face Elder Crimsonhead. I was quite confident with the amount of ammo I had. I'm not gonna lie though, it's so slow to move after you drop the pistol. I actually died once because Jill just wasn't quick enough. You need to work on your fast twitch muscle fibre scale. Anyway, I beat him my second try, got the stone emblem and carries on. I got a radio and transmission from Baz on my travels.
What are you doing? I'm looking for the milk.
Somebody respond!
Barry?
Monster! Chains! Gun! Ineffective! It's dead! Stay away! Forest outside mansion! Stay! What is it?
After that commotion, I went to the graveyard to get our second pistol of the run, the Magnum, aka the revolver. This is meant to hit like a motherfucker, so we'll see later on how it handles. Upon passing through the graveyard, a strange noise urged from the distance.
Hey! Hey! Come on out of that house! Oh, damn! Oh!
I proceeded to the cabin, got the crank and took a rotary engine to the head.
What on earth? Hey! Hey! Come on out of that house! Every time I come in the kitchen, you in the kitchen.
What are you doing?
In the goddamn refrigerator. Eating up all the food. Stinking ass filthy dog.
Am I the only person who hates trying to dodge Mr. Jones in this section? My man's lethal. Anyway, it continues on. I used the crank to get past the waterfall, got chased by the baseball furies, and arrived at the guardhouse. The guardhouse is quite straightforward, really. We start off by dodging the furballs to get the book for the chronic room, and then head to get the first key. On my travels though, I could hear someone talking on the other side of the door.
What are you doing?
No, that wasn't part of our deal.
Just look at that mess.
But it's not necessary to destroy stars.
I'm looking for the milk. It's on the table. CT, silly me.
What about my family? If I play my cards right.
You serious?
What on earth?
Anyway, moving on. After getting the key, we can get our final pistol of the run, the peanut shooter, aka the self-defense gun. Now, I'm not being funny, but this is the
Ultimate bioweapon.
I was going to save it for the hunters later, but honestly, this crackhead zombie just pisses me off. So I put a cap on his ass with it and headed to the aquarium. I did the simple puzzle to drain the water and headed to get the gallery key. I lit up the shark, grabbed the key and headed to the gallery. Getting to the gallery, we need to the roided up bees to get the final key. Since we're Jill, we can create the Venj to avoid the Plan 42 fight altogether. So I did. I got me Bunsen burner out and started cooking it up. And eventually, I made it.
Smash! 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 Yeah, yeah.
I went to the root of the problem and applied the solution vigorously like my Nivea Men's moisturiser. I thought I killed the plant, but I was wrong.
What the hell is this thing?
Fucking get off me!
Barry!
Jill!
Oh, damn.
Oh! After that, I got the helmet key and headed back to the mansion. Guardhouse complete. Brad the bellend gives us a call to remind me of how much of a bellend he is, and I ran back to the mansion. Now that we've got the helmet key, we can explore the rest of the mansion. Innovation Station. Obviously the problem we have now is that the hunters are in town, but since I've got the revolver, I decided to put a cap on their ass to get rid of them. I grabbed a spliff and proceeded to push the Empire State into place. I jumped down into the dungeon and headed to Mr. Jones's kitchen. He locked the fridge so I couldn't get the
Pears.
I headed up in the elevator and grabbed the battery. Since we're going for the best ending, I got both the rubies from the hunting room. In fact, whilst we're here, let's test out this revolver. This is meant to be proper powerful, but I can't see myself with somebody. Fucking Jesus Christ! This shit, it's like Christmas. With that, I headed to fight Yawn. His slivery arse wasn't ready for the revolver. It took a few shots to put him down, but honestly, it was quite easy. So after beating Yawn quite easily, I got the second book we need to get in the lab. We only need one more key to complete the mansion. By the way, am I the only one who fucking hates this puzzle? It's so fiddly.
Man, what's this? Shit look ridiculous.
Before I finish the mansion though, I got the MO disc we need in order to free Chris from the BDSM chamber. And with that, I grabbed the stone ring and finished up the second half of the mansion. We move on to the catacombs. Ooh. I explored a bit and found a fellow STARS member.
Is that you, Jill?
How did he know that was me?
Is that voice Enrico's?
Yeah?
You're alive!
Stop!
What are you doing?
Are you with anybody, Jill?
No, but why?
You
The
serious?
stars are finished.
What was that?
Someone is a traitor. Umbrella set us up. What on earth?
Enrico! Traitor? Who?
Enrico bites the dust and we get the crank. After running through some of the caves, I came across a boulder.
Oh, shit!
Duck and cover! That was close. After getting ploughed by a spider, I continued on. I did the simple statue puzzle and finished the catacomb section quite quickly. We run past some hunters, cunts, and do another easy combination puzzle. As I was bored in the elevator, a jazz cat appeared.
Just look at that mess. What cowboys did that?
Barry? Thank God you're safe.
You too, Jill. A noise I heard brought me down here, but I didn't expect to find a place like this. Have any idea as to what might be at the bottom?
There's only one way to find out.
Man, you can smell a crack den a mile away.
What the hell is that sound? It could be a person.
Jill, go check it out.
Are you taking the piss, mate? You've got a full-on shabby Alonzo beard and a fucking Magnum, and you're asking the bird to go and check out a scary noise. What a shitbag. I put on me kecks and went to check it out.
Hey!
Hang on, that sounds proper familiar, that.
Every time I come in the kitchen,
Oh my god,
you in the kitchen.
it's Mr. Jones.
Goddamn
What are
refrigerator.
you doing down here, lad?
Eating up all the food.
I went back to tell Baz that it was just Mr. Jones.
Barry!
You fucking little rat. I made it my mission to track him down and give his ass a good beating. I escaped from Mr. Jones,
That was stupid.
grabbed the final emblem piece, and headed back to the mansion. Getting back to the hall, I inserted the emblems into place. A strange noise came from the distance.
Oh dear.
What was that?
Quick, upstairs.
I proceeded through and was ready to face the unknown. I've got you now, mate.
Jill, you're alive. I was worried, because I thought you were...
Give me that gun.
Start talking.
Calm down. I didn't want to do it. Believe me, I can explain.
Don't lie to me!
Hey! Every time I come in the kitchen, you in the kitchen.
Who's that?
Stinking ass filthy dog. In the goddamn refrigerator, eating up all the food.
Oh my god.
What are you doing? We can get a bus from here.
No time to talk. Jill, hand me my gun!
As much as I wanted to see him perish, I did the greater good and gave him his peace back. It's sad to say, but we had to eliminate Mr. Jones in order to progress.
Oh, damn.
And with that, we come to the final section of the game, the lab. Moving into the lab, I dodged some jazz cats and blasted Dr. Four Eyes in the corridor. When I got to the freezer room, I accessed the computer, but it required a password. I typed in,
Ticket.
and this happened.
What are you doing?
Upon unlocking the doors, I headed back upstairs to get the lab key. We also get the 2 final MO discs upstairs. I noticed there was an image editor and could view Kenneth's film with it.
Why are you running? Why are you running?
I just wanted to.
Well, I'll tell you what, Malcolm, don't talk when you talk in your proper voice, alright? No, talk in your proper voice, Malcolm. How come you didn't talk like that when you spoke to my producer? He's just told me. No, you didn't, Malcolm.
Well, after that experience, I headed back down and used the first MO disc. I then proceeded to get the nuke, but had to take out some bolico zombie who was in my way. I actually wasn't. If that leg decapitation killed him, but it turns out it did. Hooray! I grabbed the nuke and headed to the Winchester. I killed the zombie in my way, inserted the second ammo disc and refueled Fat Man. I must admit, Jill has a very spicy walk, bouncing them tig old biddies. I put the capsule back into place, inserted the final ammo disc, reactivated the power and heads to the elevator.
Jill!
Barry,
Do you want?
You could have at least waited up for me, you know?
let's go.
I was hesitant to go with him, but it did. My gut was sending me all the wrong signals about him. He still seems sketchy. And then we come to the confrontation.
Just look at that mess. What cowboys did that?
Wesker!
What are you doing?
Thank you, Barry.
Fucking knew it.
Well, what do you know?
I knew I couldn't trust him.
You know, I hate goodbyes.
What the?
Barry!
Sorry about that.
The tyrant busted out the test tube, but I wasted him with the pistol. Get out of here! Someone set the fire alarm off, so we had to get on out of there. But before we did, I had to free my man Chris.
Jill!
Chris, you're okay.
What's happening, lad?
Glad to see you are too. Anything on Wesker?
We'll talk later. First, let's get going.
You serious?
I got him out and heads to the exit.
Come on, hurry!
Give me a chance, like. Brad phoned and I heads to the exit. I set off the signal flare and my comrades arrived. Something was off though.
Pears.
Oh, shit!
Ah!
Shit. It's the tyrant. He gave me a heavy bitch slap a couple of times, but eventually Brad threw down the rocket launcher.
Hasta la vista, baby.
And that's the run. I successfully completed Resident Evil Remake pistol only on real survival mode with no self-defense items and with a time of 2 hours and 39 minutes. Best ending too. You done this challenge yourself? Let me know how it went, bro. Please comment below what are the challenges you want to see Big Venj do in the future. And if you enjoyed the video, please make sure to like and subscribe for more Resi content. And until next time everyone, peace out and take care. Big love, Venj.